because I was riding my bike, and then it was like nighttime, and I was riding along the canal, but there was one bird that was like just dive bombing into the canal at night, like looking for fish. And I'm like, what is prompting this bird to like want to go out right now at this time to get food? Or he or she was like, this is the best time because no one's out here trying to get food. And I know there's food here, so I'm going to try to get some food. Man, so like they're thinking about other people maybe.
Yeah, working that night shift. Little capitalist bird.
Capitalist bird. It's a capitalist bird.
Yep, working that 60-hour week.
He's working 80 hours a week. He's putting in overtime. What are you doing with your life?
Yeah, maybe the early in the morning bird gets the worm, but the working all night bird gets the fish.
Never thought about that.
That's that bird's little mantra all night. He's like, yeah, the bird who works overnight gets the fish. The bird who works overnight gets the fish.
You know what they say, the early bird gets the worm. And then he's like, no, I'm going to be an innovator.
Look at my fish. I got more fish than I can even eat. Probably doesn't even have to build his own nest. Just trades his fish. You build my nest.
Seriously. Like, damn, dude. Think about that, though, like how fucked up nature is.
Yeah, nature. Like, being a person is so incredible because the opportunities we have, like, we don't just have to build nests and fish. And like,
right.
We can build nests and fish if we want to. Like, that's an option. If you want to be a professional nest builder, you could build a bunch of little nests and probably sell them on eBay. You could take your nest building money and go buy fish all day long. But as a human, you get to do that if you want.
I don't know the market for that, but
you know what? I bet like you could build nests and people would buy those nests. You could market it all kinds of ways. You put baby Jesus in one of those little nests. That thing's going in someone's Christmas tree.
It's so true.
Little baby Jesus in a nest with a little bird mom. Little bird watching over baby Jesus in the nest.
And a bird mom.
With a little thing like Mother Mary. She's like,
yeah.
Looking down at her little...
Wait, the bird is like that?
Yeah, the bird is like looking down at baby Jesus.
With its wings.
With its wings. Yeah, like a little dove. Like a peaceful
dove.
Just like, looking at baby Jesus in the nest. You tell me that wins hell.
You're trying to portray a bird as Mary.
It might be offensive, but either way, you can market it. You could market it to the people who find it funny and offensive. Or, if people don't find it offensive, you can market it to the people who just think it's like the most amazing, cute thing.
I think so.
But I got sidetracked. Nature is pretty ruthless.
I'm like, what were we talking? I totally
forgot. Like, why all these animals, they gotta kill each other. That's their nature for some animals. Killing, that's just part of they gotta kill.
That's it.
It's in their DNA. They're born to kill and eat.
Yeah.
And it's like, wow, that's just nature for you. Like, you watch the Discovery Channel, it's just like one animal killing another after another after another. It's just like capitalist lions taking down a zebra, shark eating the sea lion.
Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of shitty. But like, what does that say about us,
Or are we just wrong about what's good and bad? We just think that's bad, and it's just
eating each other. Like, that's what we're supposed to do.
But then, it's like, yeah, they're not eating each other necessarily. They're eating other animals. Does that make it right? Because, for some of us, we eat other animals.
It's kind of fucked up.
Yeah. But then I also think about how it's so ingrained in nature that, for instance,
Hey!
Waiting for my bunny. I love this bunny. How cute it is. But what's crazy about this bunny? It wouldn't exist if hawks and coyotes didn't kill bunnies. It lives and exists because of things out to kill it. It has these long ears here, things that are going to kill it. It has eyes on the side of its head to see things when they're coming up from behind it. It has long, big-ass feet to jump and kick things that are going to kill it. And all of its bunniness is specifically designed to escape things that want to kill it. If those things didn't want to eat it, it would just be some thing prior to bunnies that would never have had the need to evolve into a bunny.
Yeah.
Like, I love bunnies and want to protect them from getting eaten by coyotes and hawks. And then sometimes I remember that the coyotes and the hawks I have to thank for the existence of bunnies.
Yeah. So we have death. We have death to thank for.
Yeah, death is so linked to the creation of new life.
Yeah. Yeah, seriously. I mean, death is the ultimate cultivator. Yeah.
The first amoeba to chase and try to eat the other little amoeba
Right.
is what caused that little amoeba to be faster.
Right. It is so trippy. It happened over several generations, So it took like millions of these amoebas to finally, to die, to figure it out that they needed to get legs or whatever. I mean, I think about like humans. I mean, I hate capitalism for a lot of, because it does a lot of wrong things, but at the same time, it does do good things too. Like it does provide innovation, and people like are better off now than they were 100, 200 years ago. You know, I don't know. I have to explore it more, but
yeah, I mean, it pretty well simulates, the natural environment, in the sense that capitalism creates an environment where it's all about strongest surviving. Anyway, a lot of ways that reflects the natural environment that's pretty ruthless.
It's so true.
We're in a position where we're trying to choose our own evolution. It seems like in a way that never was before. Like in the history of evolution, there wasn't a whole lot of intentional, like, this is what we're going to become in the future. Where now I think it seems like we think about that a lot. I don't know what's going on in that rabbit's mind when it's being chased by the coyote. If it's like, man, I wish I had longer legs.
I mean, I would say that they probably were using their legs to over generations, and it just worked because that's what they used. Like, I'm going to build little legs to go faster.
It's trippy. There's like, I am going to transform over time into an entire different creature so that I don't get caught.
Yeah.
Is that the collective dream of all the rabbits wishing for longer feet? They're like, if my feet were bigger, if my feet were bigger, if my feet were bigger, if I had bigger feet, I could run a little faster. The wish of their great ancestors. It manipulated their genes. Their offspring had slightly bigger feet.
I mean, and that goes beyond. I mean, whenever I look at things specifically, and because I'm curious about it, tend to view it from like a Marxist point of view. I guess I just have to explore it more, because I do have like a really strong like anti-capitalist like approach.
I mean, I feel like since I've known you, there's always been these battling self-concepts, right? It's like you said earlier, sometimes you just want to work your 40-hour work week and come home and live that. And like sometimes you really are like motivated to want to create something like that you feel is important.
Right.
Go back and forth. They kind of fight each other.
Money! I mean, I feel like, is that just being human too, or just struggling to find out who you are, because there's just so many different like concepts. Maybe it's a curse or something, but as humans, we want to categorize things and put them in a place where we can, this is what I am. But that's not how it works. I don't know. Kind of trying to figure out how it applies to my life, and what I can do different, or at the very least how I can think about things differently. If nature is fucked up and we're part of nature, I mean, obviously that means we're fucked up. But I think those kinds of battles really define you a little bit. The best thing that we can do is just like try to be the best people that we can be. That's that's it. That's all we really do, Yeah, man. Have a good day.
Yeah.